Hi, and so just seen really exciting news on Games Workshop's website in the Warhammer community. Some super exciting pre-orders next week. There'll be no, if you don't know about this, there's no need to guess. It's behind me. Quite spectacular. We've only just had a new Battletome released, a new army released in the Gloomspite Gitz, and there I was getting ready thinking, right, I need to paint I still haven't painted my Stormcast. I really hate painting, but I ought to do that before I get new Goblin models. And then I was thinking this weekend about the other armies I would like to do. I just want to get all these armies done. And I'm trying to avoid falling into the trap I did when I played Warhammer years ago, where you get an army, but then I don't like painting, so you don't really paint much of it. And then another army comes out, oh, must get that. And then what have they done? I'm just thinking this weekend, I'd really like, and I've been thinking this for a little while, I'd really like a Flesh Eater Courts army. It's a bit of a shame that the Flesh Eater Courts Battletome, which I have, is technically for first edition. It's not a bad one. You can still make a good list with it. And I was thinking, well, I'd really like it if there's a second edition one. But do you know what? They're not going to bring out a second edition one of those until they've brought out the ones that don't have a Battletome at all. And then when it came to Skaven, I mean, someone had shown me a new Skaven model that Games Workshop were advertising, and I thought, oh, do you know what this will be? They're going to bring out a Clan Scryer one to go with the Clan Pestilence. I know this is no good. This is not what Skaven are. Skaven have all the clans. They don't work together, of course. There's one clan that forms its army, but it purchases mercenaries from the other armies, the other clans. So you're supposed to have this mix in there, and I thought, oh God, I really want a proper Skaven Battletome. It's coming! And it's not just coming sometime this year. It's out for pre-order next week, which means it's coming out in 2 weeks. 2 weeks yesterday, I guess that means. 13 days. 13, the number of Skaven. Exciting. And it's really exciting for me. These two armies, I'm getting these two armies. There's what's coming out with it. Of course, there's a Battletome coming out for each one. You've also got the usual things that, the limited edition stuff, the dice that come with it. The Skaven dice actually look really nice. I'm not sure what material they're made of. The Gloomspite Gitz dice, as you saw in my review for that, I'm not, funny, great, not very practical. The Skaven one look great. They're fantastic. Look like, obviously got studded with bits of warpstone in there. Everything about this is absolutely fantastic. I'm making my Skaven army, and you just look at some of this stuff and I can't wait. And do you know what? It's perfect timing for me as well. Perfect timing. I have got 2 weeks left of the half term as a teacher, and then I've got a week off for half term. Guess what I'm going to be doing in that week off? Because there's a box set as well, which includes the Flesh Eater Courts and some Skaven stuff. We've got in there. We've got the Warp Lightning Cannon. We've got the Doom Wheel. I love the Doom Wheel so much. I am going to have to do a video on this channel where I recall my first ever game of Warhammer's Fantasy Battle during 4th edition, and the Doom Wheel, what it did to me and my opponent. So this is absolutely fantastic. And as I say, ordinarily if you brought out, these two things together, I'd think, I want the Skaven, but I'm not really keen on the other one. I want both of these. Like right now, I was just thinking this weekend, if it weren't for the fact that the Flesh Eater Courts don't have a properly modern Battletome, which includes its own spell lore, that's really the key thing for me. That's the thing that's definitely missing from those first ones. I'd really like to do that. And of course, as Skaven is my favourite army. All right, I don't always like taking them to tournaments just because of the sheer size of them. But it may be different in Age of Sigmar. They're always my favourite army. Just from a character point of view, they're my favourite army. But I said I'm refusing to do it until they bring out a proper Battletome just for Skaven. And I was saying it not even really believing they'd do that anytime soon, because I was just convinced they were just going to do another, individual clans. And I thought, this is just not how it should work. But do you know what? This is going to be brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. So as far as I'm concerned, I don't care. If I don't get my Stormcast painted, which I'm not going to in the next 2 weeks, let's be honest. I'm just going to say, right, I'm going to have some unpainted models, but I'm still going to buy some more because I don't care. I want these armies, and I want to get into these painting the Skaven. The Skaven, obviously, there'll be too many models. It'll take me a while, but I'm going to get everything set up for that week to get them painted. I'm so excited. Isn't it exciting? I absolutely delighted at this. And the Flesh Eater's Courts really... I couldn't believe that they'd actually bring out a modern battle tome for an army that technically already has a battle tome, albeit out of date. Spectacular. Very surprising. Very surprising, because there are some armies that don't have those. I'd be curious to know what the reason for that is, but I'm not complaining. I am not complaining at all. It looks like, again, I can only see little bits of it, but when you look at the stuff that comes with the Flesh Eater Court, it looks like it comes with scene. Obviously, you've got your endless spells in there. One of them looks like a giant goblet of blood. One of them's like some railings. Ooh, evil railings. And one of them's like some zombie horse things, okay, ghoul horses, that sort of thing. But then it looks like a piece of scenery as well. Now, quite a lot of the battle tomes are getting their little piece of scenery, so that's interesting as well. Not quite sure with the Skaven. There's a few scenery models with it, and I'm not entirely sure which are endless spells, and it looks like some may be scenery, but it's like multiple bits of it. So that'll be like warp, warpstone pools or something like that. It just, I couldn't be more excited. I really couldn't. If they'd have said to me, right, in 2 weeks' time we're bringing out 2 battle tomes for Age of Sigmar, which 2 would you like? Not a word of a lie. These are exactly the 2 that I would want. Exactly the 2. Not saying that both of these are like my favourite armies. Skaven is Flesh Eater Cut. It's just that the other ones that are my favourites already have a battle tome. I'm sort of okay with it. And although I would have expected other ones to get battle tome first, there's still nothing for like Empire or whatever the hell you want to call them these days, which is surprising to me. So excited. And it'll also mean that from a point of view of the Death Army, because if you take like Skaven and Nurgle out of things, they're the Chaos ones, actually undead armies are my favourite, and it'll mean we've got a Legions of Nagash has a proper battle tome, which are basically your vampires and your skeletons and all that, and the necromancers and all that business. Nighthaunt Ghosties, they've got their own battle tome, of course. Been playing some of those. And then Flesh Eater, of course, will have a proper one. The Death Allegiance will be complete. Absolutely complete. Absolutely marvellous. Cannot wait. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Hope you find this news as exciting as I do. I've put a link to some information from Games Workshop website if you want to check it out for yourself. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe for further content, where there will be a battle report going out. I was actually just going to do the battle report now when this came out, so I'll probably delay that a day or two. It's not that exciting, actually. I lost. It actually was quite exciting, but I did lose. So that'll be coming out sometime next week. But anyway, until next time, I'll see you later.